Is gold closer to finding its fresh catalyst with the U.S. election just 18 days away? Joining us now is Kitco's Global Trading Director, Peter Hug. Pete, good to have you back on with us.
It's good to be here, Daniela.
So I covered a report earlier this week where one analyst said gold's success may be riding on the outcome of the U.S. election. Do you agree? Could the election be that fresh catalyst I know you've been looking for and searching for, Pete?
Oh, it's possible. It would take a Trump victory, and unless something significant happened between now and the election, I don't think he has a prayer to win the election. It'll now come down to who wins the down ballots, and that could have a significance for gold. I mean, especially if the Democrats get the House and the Senate, if they pick the majority up there and you have a Democratic president, I think then the market would react with some volatility. A surprise if Trump were to win would also, I think, have some volatility in the market, probably to the upside on the metals, only because he's an unknown and somewhat of a loose cannon.
All right, let's talk central bankers now, Pete. The ECB leaving rates unchanged this week and giving no guidance on its QE program on Thursday. Do you think the Europeans are just sitting and waiting until they see what the Fed will do here?
Well, no, I think what Draghi's doing is he's waiting from a strategic perspective until December before he makes any further announcements on what their monetary policy is going to look like coming into 2017. So for the time being, he held steady. And I think what he's concerned about is the Italian referendum on the Constitution that is due for a vote, I believe, on December the 4th. And both sides are very, very close in this vote. And if the no vote were to win, there is speculation that it could set up for a referendum vote on Italy leaving the EU. Now, again, this is conjecture, but if the vote comes down no, it does open that door. Draghi might be waiting until he sees the outcome of that vote before he comes up with any further policy initiatives.
Yeah, definitely something to watch, Pete. Now, we've also had some positive U.S. economic data come out this week. Do you think that's enough ammo here for the Fed to raise in December? I know the market's pricing in this rate hike. You're still on the fence in regards to what do you think?
I mean, I don't think they'll go, and I think if they do go, the quarter point, I think, is well baked into this market. It's certainly baked into the equity market, and I think it's already baked into the metals. We may get a replay of December 2015 when, the Fed moved a quarter and gold ran up $300. Now, I'm not suggesting gold will run up $300 if they move a quarter point. But I think a quarter point may already be baked in, so I think the surprise will be they don't move, and that would also be a catalyst for higher gold prices.
Well, it seems gold's showing a support here at the 1250 level, Pete. It's a good week for gold after 3 straight weeks of losses here. What do you see heading into the last week of October for the metal?
It's just really, really quiet. I mean, I made a comment this morning that this feels like August. There's just very, very little volume going through the market, very little physical demand coming out of North America. You had the typhoon coming into the Hong Kong market. They were shut down on their Friday because of that. So the physical demand is still starting to generate out of the Far East, but again, it's relatively muted. Everybody is hanging their hat on the Indian festival that's coming up on November 1st. I think that will take some physical offtake from the market, but I don't think it'll be the catalyst to push prices higher. This market, I think, is content to sit in a very tight range, awaiting the election and then coming into the December Fed and Italian Fed meeting in the Italian referendum.
Pete, thanks so much for your thoughts this week.
You're welcome.
And thank you for watching. We'll be speaking with Peter again next week from the New Orleans Investment Conference. Stay tuned for our coverage and have a great weekend.